You know, my father used to say, whatever you do it 100%. When you work, work. When you laugh, laugh. When you eat like it's your last meal.
Work hard and you won't regret it. If you do it like you mean it, like you do it 100% the first time, and then you do it 100% the second time, like what's taking you the effort to do it like 100% the third? It kind of falls along those lines. It remembers me the time where I was still 18 or 17. I actually had a big range of clients. I actually had a good lead on clients. I had a firm uh, business schedule. I had people actually DMing me on a daily basis, and I won't lie, it was overall overwhelming for me because I didn't have a strategy in mind. So what happened was I more often than ever just got a lot of DMs from people and accepted a lot of jobs and stuff like that. And in the long term, I couldn't maintain any of my customers happy because of the demand of the work that they were sending forward. And the time that I had was like so low because the small amount of time that I had to like uh, brainstorm on this project and think about how I'm going to tackle this thing, there were the other clients that were already waiting for the actual work that I promised to send them like 3 days ago. And that put me in a slippery slope because I actually had good months. I had months that I did make like 100, 200, $300 a week. And I did have months that I made like $1,000 in like 1 month. So it actually ranged in quite a bit, but with time people usually think that like, yeah, it's bound to grow, it's bound to be better the next time around or the next year around. But it's not always that case, and I'm the proof of that. Because believe it or not, the more clients I had, the more people were ending on bad ends with me. They were actually trying to distance themselves of me because I couldn't provide them with that clarity and that like belief that I could work with them in the long term. I was often than not jumping on meetings, deadlines. I wasn't actually that active at that time, so yeah, I believe that those are some of the reasons that took them to jump from actually staying with me a longer period of time. Taking in consideration that I was grinding and I was still new at the game, so this was like a 2 year process. When I was about like 19, 20, that's when everything like stopped abruptly. Everything stopped. I stopped getting clients as I used to. What used to be like 5 DMs in 3 days, 4 days, now started to be like one in 1 month or 1 week, or one successful client in a span of like 4 months. And that wasn't sustainable at all. That's what led me to start like outreaching and going crazy because I wasn't getting clients anymore. So that's when I actually watched Green Book as well. It wasn't because I was actually searching for it, but I stumbled upon it. Don't know how. But I was watching it, and that scene specifically just hit different because it was a time where I was like down. I was like feeling embarrassed of myself. I was depressed. I was seeing all of my business crumble before me. And actually, that's what took me the extra step to being grateful and actually knowing that working hard sometimes is the right way. Because what I noticed was, even though I wasn't actually being on time and I wasn't uh, agreeing with complying with deadlines and stuff like that, I still got the work done. I still got the reps done. I was like working on this. I was designing this, and then I had to make a website, and then I had to do this. Those repetitions, that hard work, it grew on me. It grew. I can't unlearn that. Unfortunately, it comes to a time where a lot of the skills that I acquired in that time, or the books that I learned back then, actually still make a difference now. And once I learned more things, it starts piling up on top of it, one on top of the other. One funny thing that happened recently, a client that I used to have, like when I was still young, like 16, 17, 18, was easily one of the most reliable clients. I think I worked with him like a easy 2 year period or 3 years, and overall made more than like $500 just with him. Why I say this 500, you might think that it's a small amount or it's a crazy low amount, but believe me, for the work I did for him in that time span, I think it was considerable. You know, we didn't work every day, and when we worked one time and another, it was like hard work. And yeah, it came across. So what happens was in that period of time, like when we're entering like the fourth year or third year, I started getting more inquiries and I started getting more clients and stuff like that. And subconsciously, I started shoving him up to the side a bit. So I couldn't actually provide him the quality of service that he fell in love with or he found in the first place. He knew that I could do what he liked and what he loved, but I wasn't treating him as he should at that time. So one thing led to another, and yeah, we ended up going our separate paths. So fast forward like 4 or 5 years, and after one day, I like woke up all of the blue, and I'm seeing a message, and it's him. It's him, and he found me like through YouTube, and I won't lie, it was magical because he gave me courage, and I think that like he also watches my videos. I think he does. So one love to you, Sonko. And it actually proves to show that like even if you put the hard reps into work, there will be people that appreciate the effort and appreciate the work, and more success is bound to follow you if you succeed or if you continue with the intention or the purpose of helping people. Working hard will never like get you wrong, bro. Believe me. Acquiring skills and having the time to like learn this, learn that will only stack up and make you more valuable, like in where you are. So don't overthink it. Just start it. Like start working, work hard, work on the right things, and I guarantee you that like something good is bound to happen.